glasses. Has she always had glasses? Oh. You're looking very studious. They're not real? It's a prop? Oh. My eye doctor says as time goes on.
Is that a cookie exchanger?
Better okay.
It
Could be
could
worse.
be anything from Sludders to Local Boys to downtown. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he said downtown.
All right.
Okay,
We
okay.
will initiate the regular meeting of the Traverse City Light and Power Board for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Roll call, please, Jennifer.
Tobin.
Here.
Brennan.
Here.
Ness.
Here.
Taylor.
Here.
Bomer.
Here.
Davila. Heiberger.
All right. Welcome new board members quickly. I know we're going to have some chance for that later, but welcome to our new city commissioners and supporting this organization. Really appreciate that. One of the items in the agenda that we have is just an opportunity to recuse yourself. Anything in the agenda that would have a conflict or a dual fiduciary responsibility, and just giving you a little context for what I'm about to ask next, which is, would any board members like to recuse themselves from any elements of the agenda today? Okay, seeing none. We'll move on to consent.
The purpose of the consent calendar is to expedite business by grouping non-controversial items together to be dealt with by one board motion without discussion. Any member of the board, staff, or the public may ask that any item on the consent calendar be removed therefrom and placed elsewhere on the agenda for full discussion. Such requests will be automatically respected. If an item is not removed from the consent calendar, the action noted in parentheses on the agenda is approved by a single board action adopting the consent calendar.
Thank you. Would any members of the board like to pull anything from consent tonight? All right. Would any member of the public like to pull anything from consent? All right. We'll bring it back to the board for a vote. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. The consent passes. Thank you. No unfinished business. We'll move into new business item A, which is considering the approval of an energy waste reduction surcharge effective early next year.
So we, sorry. Sorry about that. As we like to start out, we always like to look at our mission and vision just to make sure we're in alignment when presenting to you. This subject talks or speaks to our strategic priorities: financial and operation excellence, environmental sustainability, and customer experience. Just a quick recap. This was presented at the last board meeting. This is a compliance requirement through Public Act 295 of 2008. And the purpose is to allow the utility to recover the actual program costs, to incentivize ratepayers to save energy or electrify with the idea of transitioning to clean energy. This was kind of formally known as our rebate program, which you may be familiar with, and transitioning to our energy rewards program. Costs are allocated volumetric for residential electric customers, so they will receive a per kilowatt hour charge. and then all other rate classes will get a per meter charge. And funding must be reserved for low-income residential programs. So just want to review our recent rate adjustments. June 30th, 2023, we did have no base rate increase. We do have a variable component of our rates called the power service cost recovery. From 23 to 24, it was about 0.007, and then same from 24 to 25. Then from 25 to 26, we also didn't do a base rate increase because we forecasted an increase in that variable cost. I'm glad to report we're actually trending lower than that, but we have seen a slight increase in that power service cost recovery. So getting back to the chart, in January 2024, we approved the time of use rates to be effective with December's 2025 consumption, and that was designed to be revenue neutral for our customers. June 30th, 2024, we overall had a base rate increase of 5%. And as I mentioned earlier, June 30th, we didn't have a base rate increase. And then in September 2025, the state mandated us to charge $1.25 per meter for LIHEAP, which is the assistance program for our customers. And then if approved, January 1st, 2026, the EWR surcharge rate will be effective. Just to provide you like where our rates are based on the most recent data from EIA 2024 results, overall we're the 9th lowest out of the 57 reported utilities in the state of Michigan. For residential, we're 3rd lowest out of the 30. Unfortunately, not all utilities report in every component. Commercial, we're 5th lowest out of 30, and industrial, 6th lowest out of 22. So overall, we have pretty low rates compared to other utilities within the state of Michigan. We've provided this slide to you before, and it's an energy burden slide that Colin Heights found. And what it shows is what energy burden is, which is the utility cost divided by the average household income. And this is a government, federal government data, and they say a household is burned if it's 6% or greater. Currently, TCLP system is predominantly at 2%, that light green shade. So this is our energy optimization surcharge that was presented to you at the last board meeting. So residential will be about 0.0038 per kilowatt hour, so that'll be addition of $1.92 monthly average. And then the non-residential, it'll be based on the monthly kilowatt hour consumption. They'll get a per meter charge. Also, we have a self-directed surcharge. So within the law, customers with annual peak demand of at least 1 megawatt are allowed to be self-directed. We still get credit for that kilowatt hour savings, but they still have to be charged for the low income cost of the program. So with this surcharge, we'll provide $227,000 for the residential program costs and $664,000 for the commercial industrial program. This is just the tariff rate that will be included within our tariff book. Any questions?
Thank you.
I
Maura.
have a question. So you gave us kind of where we are in state at the beginning. Is this surcharge going to significantly change that, or did you look at that at all?
No, I didn't. I don't have like that granular idea, but I think most utilities will be adding the surcharge if they
Okay.
don't already have it.
Okay.
So, because we're required to save 1.5% of energy, and that's a significant cost to achieve that goal. So,
Other questions for staff on this proposal? Okay.
with that, if you can open up for a public hearing,
Okay.
appreciate it.
Just announce. All right. The purpose of the public hearing is to allow the public an opportunity to express and the opportunity for the board to consider the public support, opposition, or general comments regarding this matter. To preserve the written record, members of the public are